I'd like to spend some extra time on this example. This is actually included in lesson 5.9 toward the end, but a student was asking me about this the other day, and it takes a while to explain. So we'll do it together, and then it's also on this other video, but we'll have this short one. So a jeweler paid $350 for a ring. He wants to price the ring for sale so that he can give a 30% discount on the marked selling price, but still wants to make a profit of 20% of his cost. What should be the marked selling price of the ring? And that's what we're going to go on here. So with that in mind, we're going to go through some basic relationships. So here we have the selling price minus the cost. That will give us the profit. And I think that's pretty straightforward. You have a selling price, you subtract the cost, then what's left is the profit. So, do we know what that original selling price would be? And the answer is no. So we're going to say that is going to be X. But before it goes out the door, he wants to give the person a 30% discount. That makes it seem like they're getting a good deal. So the selling price will be what it's originally priced at. Now minus 30%. Well, this has to be a 3 here. Of this price. So this is the sales price. 30%, we don't know what it's going to be, or X I should say, minus the 30% of X. Now what is the cost? Well, we know the cost is $350. And that's going to be equal to the profit. Now the profit is going to be 20% of the 350. So this is what the person was asking me to help them with, to set up the equation for this. And again, you have to read it carefully. Know that you're going to deal with the selling price minus the cost is the profit. And the selling price, again, we don't know what it's going to be. That's X. Then we're going to do minus 30% of X. So that's our 30% discount we're giving on the original price. Now, the cost was $350. We said that was clear here. And then what would the profit be? Well, it's going to be 20% of what he paid for the original ring. So, what do we do here? Well, keep in mind that there is a 1 in front here. In a sense, 1.00 in front of that X. So this then becomes 0.70x. That will be what he actually sells it for, minus the 350 equals, and you're going to multiply this, which we're going to do right now. So .20 of 350 is 70, we transpose or add 350 to both sides to get rid of it here. It's the additive inverse. That's 420. Now we're going to divide both sides by .70. And so divide by .70, and we get X is $600. So when a client goes to a store and see that the ring is $600, but they're giving them a 30% discount. So that makes them feel pretty good. So 30% of that, and then what we need to do is still figure out, we're going to subtract the 350 from the original cost. Once you remember, this .70 is 420. This is actually the price that people are going to pay. But he's still going to make $70, which is 20% of that cost that he incurred when he purchased the ring. Okay, I want to keep this short, and already it's running 6-7 minutes, but I think you get the idea. And again, you can play it over and over. You're going to get one like this on your homework, so you want to be sure you have a model to follow.